Hi, welcome to Temperature Converter developed in C#. The whole idea is just to create one of the Windows 10 style temperature converter. Let me show you guys how it works anyway. When the system starts, the Fahrenheit usually default to 0 and the Celsius default to minus 17.78, and right below here about equals to, that is for the Kelvin. So if you click on 7 to change it, you can see the changes there. Maybe if you want, you can reset the whole lot, see it back, and let's say we go for minus 40. Minus 40 is always minus 40. Okay, we can reset it and just enter as many values as we want there and delete. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys to C# development environment and we put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Hi, this is a C# temperature converter. So I'm going to start by clicking on create new. Now that my dialog box is ready, I'm going to select Visual C#, select Windows Forms application. Let's give that a name. I'll call it CS_temperature converter. Right, let's click on save. Now that my form is ready, let me define the size of this form to as follows. Let's go for 900 plus by 646. Click on that and there we go. I like to change the back color though. Let's change the back color to, let's go for button face right there, and right in here change the font to calculator, because that's how it is on the Windows 10 style. And the next thing I'll do is let's come in here, let's grab some buttons. Okay, that's my button there. Let me change the size of that button to 16. Okay, then make that 116 by 80, and the font size I'm going to change that to 20. Select bold, come right down, change that to 20. I need approximately 14 of those. I need 2 up there, and I need 3 here. Hold down the control, click and drag. Okay, that's how you copy. So I need more of this, and there we go, we have our 14 buttons. Okay, the next thing we want to do now is right up here, let's enter 2 labels. Label 1 right here and label 2. We also need 2 labels here, somewhere here, and 1 here, 1 here as well. Then we need 2 combo box. One here and 1 here. Right, and we need 1 label here as well. Okay, let's go into Microsoft Word and copy some symbols for this button. Now coming straight to Word, I'm going to need these and these. For you guys to get this, all of those 2 symbols, go to insert and select symbols right here. Okay, I will also need this very one here, plus minus sign. Let's click somewhere up there and select plus minus sign. So let me copy the plus minus sign first, come right down here to my Word, and this very one is plus minus, paste that in there right there. The next one I'd like to copy is, let me copy this very one for my backspace. come right here. That's my backspace sorted. And now I need to find the font type for that very backspace. I think it's Wingen. This very one right there. That is sorted. Let's move this back. And this one, I know that one is going to be CE. Okay, let's sort this one out. This one right up here. This very one, I'm gonna have to change the font of both. Let's change the font to about 20. Okay, move this away, and this one, let's copy this. This is the data I want in there, and that's all for my Word. I don't need Word anymore. I've got everything that I need inside Word now. There. Okay, maybe increase the size of that a little bit more. Make it 24. Right. Yeah. The next thing I like to do now is, let me get Treeview. I'm going to need Treeview for my menu, because with the Microsoft one we have menu there as well. So let's change the size of that Treeview to approximately bold 16 or maybe 20, so that you guys can see it. Now the back color for that Treeview, I'm going to change that to button. Let's type it out. Button face, and get rid of the line there. Let's come to border, none, no border. So just make sure you are aware that it's right there. Now we come to the nodes. Let's see, nodes, there we go. Now add value, and the first one will be calculator. That's node 1. Add another node. I'm going to delete that because I want a space, and here that will be standard. Now add another one, space, and here I'm going to change this. I think that might be, let's change this number. Let's change this node to program. Alright, and so on. I'm going to need a couple of those. Let me speed it up and get back to you guys. Okay guys, I had to speed up the development of the interface because it's going to take time. Now the node. That's the name of the node. Okay, let's check the false name, the false value of the false number of the node. I'm going to be using, I'm not going to use calculator. I want to use this very one. That's node 3. Node, okay, 30, that's 39, sorry, 5, 7, and so on. Okay, alright, that's no problem. So it's just a name, so I'm going to just call that name. So I'll now double click on this very node. So the whole idea is when I click on this, I want it to display this node. But first thing first, let's grab the name of that very node, double click on the form right there, paste it there, and say dots visible, make that false, equals false there. Now I'm going to copy all of this. Now let's come into this label, double click on this very label. When that label is clicked, I want it to be true. There. Okay, those two are sorted. So when I run the program, you guys know what's going to happen. These will be invisible. Okay, so let's just run it so that you see it. And right there guys, you can see the tree view is invisible only when you click on this where the tree view appears. So, and when we select this, we want the content in here to change value. Okay, that's done. Now let's grab the name of this. That one is called title. Alright, that's title, and this is icon. So double click on this very one. So right there, let's use if statement. If e node dot name equals, my very first name that I'm using is node 3. Okay, press enter and enter the curly brackets. So if that one is selected, I want LBL title dot text. I want it to be standard. Right. And what else do I want? I want the Treeview itself. I want it to disappear. There. That's all there is to it. You can always use else if, or you can just continue using your if statement. We have an error here because that's supposed to be a comparison, so I'm going to have to add another equals. That is how you compare, because I wasn't assigning a value, I was only comparing. So I'm going to copy this. The next one is going to be node number 5, because there's space in between. And node 5, I think that was meant to be scientific calculator. Then I have node 7. Paste node number 7, that is programmer. Alright, with those 3, let's try it out, and we can then speed it up if that 3 works perfectly. So click on that. For this one is just an indicator. Click, that is fine. Alright, scientific, click on scientific. It's not there. Okay, scientific is 39. Alright, that is fine. Let's come back now. Scientific, that was 39. Right, that's the name. I was calling the wrong name. And program is 5. Okay, try it again. There, standard, scientific, program. So let's speed up the whole process now. Close that. Let's copy all of this and then just change it all around. Okay, I've finished the coding, so let's come in here and you have a good look at all of the lines of codes. So we'll take it from the top. The first node is supposed to be just a heading, and we have node number 3, 39. That was my mistake. That's fine. It's just a name, so we can always correct that. Then I have node 5, 7, 11. Node 9, that's supposed to be another heading or title, and that's, I think it's called conversion. Then we have 13, 15, 17 up to 30. Let's see, look at it properly. Up to 39, 37 down here. Okay, right there. So let's run it and you guys see. But take note, it's exactly the same lines of codes. Take that up and click on that right there. Okay, so if we select speed and let's select pressure, angle, so all of those are the menu inside the window 10 calculator. Okay, this is the other heading we have. These are all the converters, and up here are all calculators: standard, scientific, program, and date calculation. All of these are just converters, converting money, volume, length, and so on. Okay, Right, so now let's position this where it's meant to be. So when I run the program officially, it's meant to be here. That's how it's meant to be. So if I run it, this is what you will see right there. Okay, just how the Microsoft one works. Okay, let's start with the coding. So I'm going to close that. The only way I'm going to go about this coding is grouping all of these and using one event. So I'm going to come right here, select event, and let's go straight onto click event. I'm going to call that number underscore temperature. Let's say temperature. Right, press enter. So I've already grouped those buttons. So the next thing is I'm going to declare or create an object, and this object, let's call the name of that very object object T, temperature buttons. No, let's just say temp buttons. So that's the name of my object, equals button sender, right there. So object is created. The next thing is I'm going to use an if statement. Let's go for, so that would be, let's see the name of that very object. Okay, LBL10. all right, come back in here. So we say if LBL10 dot text equals 0, because there's an O there, there's a 0 there, or LBL temp dot text equals that. Okay, else LBL temperature equals LBL temperature plus temperature button, this variable one, temperature button dot text. Right, that is to do with whatever button is selected. Okay, let's try these simple lines of codes out and see what exactly is going to happen. I click on that, there should be 4 there. Why is 4 not working? I'm going to have to run it again. Why was 4 not there? Okay, alright, so what we do is let's come up here. I'm going to declare a variable here. Let's declare a boolean variable here. Okay, that's my boolean variable, enter value. Let's say enter value becomes true. Let's see, if I come down here, go back to my codes there, was this here is part of it, so that's fine. Right here, let's say or enter value, that should be an or enter value. So in our case, enter value itself should become false right here. enter value equals false. There. And let's close this. Let's get them grouped. Right. Okay, the next thing we need to do is let's enter another if statement here. I want to say if temperature button, I want to use that for my decimal place, equals that if another if statement, nested if statement, if not LBL temperature, this very one, dot text dot contains equals this, then all of this, let's copy that, then temperature equals temperature plus button. Right, this should be dot text right there. Let's run it and see. 4. Okay, we can now select any of the buttons and all of those buttons, so that is fine. Okay, I need to take care of this. Alright, that is fine. Well, let's see. Supposing I get rid of this. Let's get rid of it and see what's going to happen. Just comment that out, because I don't think it's that important. Yeah. Okay, for now, let me just get rid of that, because it's not like I'm creating a calculator. So let's make it a little bit simpler. Alright, that is fine. Let's see here, the decimal place work. Yeah, that's fine. Alright then, I'm going to leave it like that. Then the other thing is, let's take care of this plus minus. Double click on plus minus and right in there I'm going to say if that contains minus. So let's get rid of this one. If it contains minus, we want the system to do as follows: remove whatever is in there. So we're going to go for temperature, LBL temperature equals LBL temperature dot remove 0 minus 1. Okay, you see how easy that is. Let's get rid of anything. Remove 0 minus 1. Else we go for LBL temperature equals minus 1 plus whatever we have in the value. That's it, whatever we have in the value. Alright, so minus in front, plus at the back. So if we run it now and and let's say we'll say 5 there. You see that? So that's what's going on. So you see the minus is right at the front. Supposing I place the minus right at the back, paste that, let's say plus, and that's what's going to happen if I run it. You see that? So that's why I place the minus right at the front. Let's undo that. There we go. So those two are taken care of. Now let's start with the most important bit. Okay, let's go to the form itself. I'm going to double click on the form and use form load to populate the following. Let's move this one here, these two. Okay, let's go back to the form load, and right underneath here I say CMB temp dot items dot add, and the very first item I'd like to add, that will be Celsius. Right, that's the very first one, and I'm just going to copy that and change it around. And then I will also need some for the other one. Okay, the second item to be converted, that will be Fahrenheit. Yes, something like that, I think. And the third one, finally, that'll be Kelvin. Right. So that one is sorted. Let's copy this and change the other one around, delete all of this. And the other one, the name is conversion, CMD convert. Right. Right there, change this one, so and this. There. Okay. But when the system starts, let's say CMB, I want the temperature to have a value, dot the text, let's say equals Fahrenheit, equals this very one here. And the other one, this one will be equals Celsius. Now the text. So that's it. So if I run it, when I run it, let's see what's going to happen. That is it right there. However, I expect 0 here to give us a value in here. Okay, see, there's nothing happening. So for us to make that happen, what we need to do is to write some lines of codes right in here. So let's double click on any of these numbers and come right down here. So let's put a break there. The very first line of codes. Okay, let's just copy, and I will also write, I think we're going to need a function as well. Right, so that's just to guide me. So let's say if CMB temp dot text equals Celsius, I want the following. Okay, I want something to happen there. Right, then let's declare some variable to store this value into. I'll make it a global variable. Let's come up here. There we go. I have Celsius, I Fahrenheit, Kelvin, QP. So those are the variables I intend to use. So let's come right down here. Or should I add another one? Okay. Let's just come right down here. So I Celsius equals double dot pass whatever we have in LBL temperature dot text. So whatever we have inside LBL temperature dot text, that's only when we click on any of those buttons. So the other one, this is LBL temp and this is LBL. No, this one is LBL temp and this, the one here, this one here, up here, yeah, that is LBL convert. So I want the whole data inside LBL convert. LBL convert dot text equals, let's just, because I'm gonna have to round it up as well, round 9 multiplied by Celsius. With 9 multiplied by Celsius, we now need to divide that, divided by 5 and plus 32. Okay, that means we have 1, 2, 3, so we need, alright, okay, let's say comma 2 dot converted string, right? Okay guys, that means this is the temperature conversion formula. This is just whatever is entered inside the LBL temperature that is stored in here. That's it. So this formula is always there. You guys can get it on YouTube or anywhere. Alright, let's close this. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. Let's use else now to check out whatever value we have on the others. So on the others, that might be Fahrenheit or whatever. Okay, like we have Fahrenheit here. So let's just copy this. So back in here, let's say else if it's Fahrenheit, that should be double, and get rid of this. If it's Fahrenheit, then I want the following. Okay, maybe we should just copy all of these and change it to Fahrenheit. Paste that in there. Change this to I Fahrenheit. Okay, then this will be Fahrenheit according to the formula I Fahrenheit minus 32 minus 32, multiply that 5 divided by 9, close that bracket. Right, we need to close here as well. Okay, let's see, we need one more. Right, that is that out of the way. We also need to convert Kelvin. So with the Kelvin, let's say else if it's Kelvin, change this to Kelvin. Right, if it's Kelvin, we now need I Kelvin. It's a variable called I. Kevin equals this very one. Whatever we have in here, store that in here, right? And we now want this converted to Kevin. Alright, so we'll copy all of this. And Kevin is going to be 9, multiply that by Kevin itself, then divided by 5 plus 32, close that bracket, plus 3273 1.5 comma 2, close that. Now we have 1 2 3 5 6. Right, 5 of those. A dot to string and close that away. Right there, that is it. Okay, that is all done now. No, this one shouldn't be here. I want the calculation to be together. Okay, let's run it. Okay, that's fine. We have 7, you see that? There. Okay, so we need to be able to take care of this one as well. This one should tell us what Kevin is in there. But one other thing is, you see, when we run the program, we have it 0 here. So at runtime, at form load, I expect form load to tell us what's going on here as well. Okay, let's save that. So to make that a form load, this is where I want to make it possible. Let's enter just in case. Right, and let me come in here and just copy what we've just done so far. Let's copy this. Maybe I should have even put it in a function. Yeah, I think instead of copying this, I think maybe I should just put it in a function. That would be much better. Yeah, I think so. Alright, I'm gonna come here and right up here, let's say we have, let's close that off there, and we have private void calculate temperature, right, and close that. There, that's my function. So all I need to do is, since I have that as a function, I can always call that function here as well, inside number 10 temperature. This is the number temperature. Let me show it to you guys. You see, nothing is happening now. I cannot calculate because I've converted it to function. So now I need to call that very function. Let's put that function inside. Yeah, call that function there. That's my function there called. So that'll make life easy for me. So if I run it, I can now, you see that? That's easier than just typing away. So I'm going to call this in function on form load. Come down here, double click, and right underneath here, let's enter that. Get rid of this. Right, so if I run the program now, what will happen is it will tell us the conversion rate for 0, the 0 that is right here. You will see the conversion in Celsius there. So let's run it and you see that right there, guys. You see that? until changes are made. Okay, right. Okay, that's much better. The other thing is we're gonna need some functions to take care of what's happening here. Alright, what exactly is going on here? So let's come right, double click on that and go right down here. Let's create some other functions here. I'm going to call it private void temperature. Let's say temperature. Private void temperature. So the first thing is, let's declare a variable, local variable in there. Double, let's say temperature value equals double dot pass, and what we're passing in there is LDL convert dot text. Yeah. Now, if whatever is inside temperature dot text, if it's equals to Fahrenheit, if it's equals to Fahrenheit, copy all of that and just paste it there. If that is equals to Fahrenheit and the convert, if this combo dot text, if that is equals to, so if that is equals to Fahrenheit as well, let's close this, open and close the other one. Right, then we need, let's say Q equals Celsius minus 32 divided by 1.8 plus 9, no, 1.8 plus 32 plus 32. Close that, and we now need to add 273.15 to that right there. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, so we need 3 here. Right, so that bracket is closed. Okay, let's enter curly braces here, and another one here. Okay, the next one is, let's say P equals Fahrenheit. Let me copy it right here. Equals I Fahrenheit minus 32 multiplied by 5 divided by 9 and plus 273.5. Close that. So we need 1, 2, we need 2 more here, 2 more brackets there. Right, that is done. Okay, and we just speed this up, taking time. Right, that's the very first part of this function. So the other part of the function, let's speed that up a little bit. Okay, that is, those lines of code are the other part of the function. Alright, because I'm a little bit slow in typing. Right, you see that, guys? Else it's going to take too long. So have a good look at this very function. It's called function temperature. So what will then happen is we're going to be calling function temperature. Copy that. Okay, let's come right in here. I'm going to call it here as well. Yeah. And we also call it on inside form load. Let's come here, up here, form load. Let's call that function as well. Right, so let's run it now. Have a good look at the function again. From up here, because you're going to need it down here. So I'm going to run it now. Right, that is working fine. So let's say we want to go for 40 minus 40. Okay, minus 40 should be minus 40, but this one there's nothing in there yet, that's why. Okay, let's run the other ones anyway. Go 45, you see that, and let's say we change this to Fahrenheit. Okay, this one should also give us what it is in Celsius. Okay, we'll need some codes in here. Okay. Wrong comment. I don't think we need some more codes because the codes are all written already. So all I need to do is, let's come in here. See, I just need to call that very function and this very function here. Okay, I'm gonna copy them. Right, let's come right in here, inside plus and minus, double click and come right underneath here. Those are the lines of code for plus, minus. Paste that. Let's come in here as well. You see this one, backspace. Those are the lines of codes for backspace. Come right down here, paste those function. Okay, it makes life easy instead of rewriting those lines of codes. Now the next one, this very one here, double click and paste that. I don't think I need both, but I'll find out soon. Come in here as well and paste. Yeah, that's all there is to it. Okay, let's run it and see now. There we go. If we change this to that, you see that it's working. The functions are working, or the method, whatever you like to call it. Let's see it in Celsius. That's beautiful. And let's say we decide to add something and we want to default back to 0. Okay, this one is not, there's nothing in here yet, it's not even clearing. Alright, let's say we default back to 0. That's fine. This one is still, it's now 17. Okay, now declare clear, that's defaulting back to 0. Let's paste that very function in there. Let's see, and that means LBL temp.text equals 0. So let's see what we have when we declare. So we have some value in there. Default back to 0. That is correct. That is good. 5 point. That's correct. So guys, I think I'm gonna have to call it the end of this tutorial, and I suppose you guys enjoy it. This is meant to be part of my Windows 10 calculator, so this is part 2 of it. But like I said, if I can get 30,000 views and 1,000 likes, which is not too much to ask for, I will continue with the rest. Oh, we need to move this here, so let's come back in here. This menu is not doing anything yet, so we're going to be using it for the completion of the calculator. Right there, and I select, say I select that, or whatever I like I can select. That's the whole purpose of that menu, and that's how the menu is inside Windows package anyway. So with that guys, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial, but just before I leave, if you haven't been paying attention, have a good look at the lines of codes. Variables, form load, okay, inside my LBL icon, this very one, that's my icon there, and inside the Treeview, that's the Treeview, and right there inside the clear, that's it. Backspace, that's backspace with the functions. Inside the combo box, the second combo box, this is the top combo box, the bottom combo box. Plus minus, those are the lines of code for plus minus. No, those are the lines of code for all the numbers including the decimal place. Right, they are all in an event. Now the first function that was created and the second function. With that, I'm going to call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoyed, so you all have a nice day now. Do subscribe and like. Bye for now.